I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't play these games no more. What you looking at me for? I just want the money, yo. All these games that you be playing, all this talk that you be saying, I don't really like to play. Get this money everywhere. Gotta keep my mental clear. Yeah, you know I'm out of here. I don't really have no fear. Yeah, you keep on showing to
Is it lagging?
Yeah, back and forth. I'm the type to get to work. I'm the type to keep it real. I'm the type to get a deal. I'm the type to chase a bag.
Are we lagging, ladies and gentlemen?
Sick like I have SARS. Ride around fast cars. Rapping like behind bars. I do this all.
Is it lagging? Peace and lux. Good morning.
When you gotta be the boss. If you not my dog, I'm gonna have to.
If it is, it is. There's nothing we can do. Technical difficulties. Good morning. Is it lagging?
I'ma have to cut you
Not
off.
on your
I'ma
end?
have to cut you off. This is what it be like when I'm stunting on my enemies. This is what it be like when I make them feel my energy. Sitting on these racks, okay. You know what this really means.
Am I lagging?
This is what it's all about. I'm on top of everything. I'm the boss, don't play with me.
Is it lagging,
This
Greg?
no game to me. Toxic,
Nasty.
toxic, toxic, toxic. No, that's not okay with me. Every day you say you scared.
No lag.
Every day I'm making bread. Every day you say you good. Every day I wish you would. This
Greetings.
is what it be like when you really on
No
the
lagging.
come up. This is what it be like when you really trying to run up.
Yes.
Rookie of the year, better go and break the record.
What up,
Rookie of the
Anthony?
year, better go and get a checkup. Yeah. If you not my dog, I'ma have to cut you
No
off.
lagging.
I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. If you
Wow.
not my dog, I'ma
Nasty
have
morning.
to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off.
Yes, we've been all sunny. Hello, it is I, Triple H. Hello, CC. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, good Monday morning. If I am lagging, please let me know. They want conservative loony. I don't know what that is, Brother Greg, but you know. Order in the court, ladies and gentlemen. What a interesting way to start the Monday. Hi, lagging. See, it's lagging. I don't know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's happening today, but there's technical difficulties. Please bear with us. I've done everything in the kingdom I could possibly do. I resetted the phone. I resetted the router. It must be that they do not want Zeus to get this message out today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a chance and try to go as quickly as we can through these topics. Yes, Greg. Okay, we will talk about exactly what you are mentioning, because that is of grave importance. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the kingdom. Yes, it is I, Zeus, God of sky and thunder. Oh, it's happening in other lives as well. Okay, great. Because you know what they like to say. They like to try to say it's the Biden Wi-Fi over here. And by the way, it's not the Biden Wi-Fi, it's TikTok. So thank you, Reggie. Yes. You know what we do on this side of town, ladies and gentlemen? We stand up against all lies, all form of lies and misinformation. And ladies and gentlemen, we do not deal with those fake TikTok hosts out there that do not really have much to offer other than toxic forms of engaging one another. I won't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. They call me Triple H for a very specific reason. A lot of people ask me, well, why do they call you Triple H? And I tell them it's very clear why I'm Triple H, because I'm honest. There's nobody else more honest than Zeus on TikTok. Nobody. They want to debate Zeus? Please cut it out. What do you have to debate when you just tell the truth? Make it make sense. But I'm the most honest person because I do tell the truth. Next, I'm the most humble person. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nobody on this platform more humble than me. If I get it wrong, I will apologize. Hey, excuse me, I stepped on your toes. I stepped on your toes. I'm so sorry I did that. I didn't mean to do it. I have no problem doing that. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I am the most handsome. They don't like me because I tell the truth. But you know what we do over here, ladies and gentlemen? We create an environment And I hope my good friend is out here today. I went into visited one of my friends' live this weekend, and they brought me into the live, and it said there was a gentleman, I forget, I don't want to mention his name, I'd ruin it, but he did let me know that it's because of these kind of lives and the people that come in and out and testify, he is no longer a Trump supporter. Hello, Maisha. He's no longer a Trump supporter. Now I do have my share of critics out there. You know, these people, they tell you, hello, Swervin', good morning. I do have my fair share of critics, and I know much of you do as well because you tell the truth. But we must not allow them to get away with what they have been doing. You know, recruiting those who don't know and poisoning their thoughts with lies and misinformation. To those who do that, shame! I know. They should be ashamed of themselves. Listen, if you find that you have to yell at people on TikTok all day to make yourself feel like you're intelligent, if you feel like, you know, blaming the Democrats is all you can do because they're ruining the country, if you feel like this live right here is uncomfortable, okay, you know what to do. You know, no one's telling you to stay here. No one's telling you to stay here. If this live is making you uncomfortable because it's going to be probably the worst 1.5 hours of your morning, then you know what to do.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
That's right.
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country.
That's right.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time.
That's right.
Very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
To the MAGA, to the Trump supporters who continue to think there's going to be a red wave, I have news for you. Zeus is here, along with all of his friends. And guess what? It's over. It's over. It's over. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The truth is out there. Order! They don't like me because I tell the truth. But you know what? I'd rather be realer than you than to be one of these people who went down there to Washington, D.C. on January 6th in the name of Donald J. Trump and got arrested and put in jail. Some people are possibly facing 25 years. 25 years, ladies and gentlemen, order! Okay? And you blame the Democrats. It wasn't the Democrats that told you to go there on January 6th. It wasn't the Democrats. Speaking of that, we're going to have to talk about some of these current events that took place over the weekend as well. What a shame. What does the Republican Party stand for? And please don't sit here and tell me, well, we stand against transgender issues. Cut it out. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. If you claim you are a Christian and you are a Republican, now is the time to repent and turn away from evil, okay? Okay? I know they say they love God. They tell you out here, we love God. They say that with their lips, but their hearts are far from him. All right, let's talk about the first topic before we open up these boxes. You know what I do. I'm going to do my monologue for the first part. Then these boxes, I'm going to open them up, and we're going to have real American conversations with whoever wants to. And by the way, if you are a Trump supporter, and you have turned away from MAGA and you want to come into the box and testify, the box, it is always open because it's people like you that I think will be the ones helping to change this country for the better. All right, well, listen up. The first topic of utmost importance, and shout out to the Democrats, is right above you. California Reparations Panel approves payments of up to $1.2 million for every black resident. Hey! This, ladies and gentlemen, this panel met right here in my city, Oakland, California, and they came up with this. What a great way to show the people in the United States of America, the black people especially, that we understand that the history of these lovely United States started off in a very dark place, and that we now as a country need to do the right thing. Now, I shared this news with some of my friends on the right, and, they threw a fit. You're going to ruin the economy. This is what they say. You're going to ruin the economy. The banks are going to collapse. I should open up a jewelry store because I'm going to take that money back. To all of you who are criticizing Gavin Newsom, okay, and the wonderful work that he is doing in this lovely state of California, I just want to ask you one thing. What are you doing? What are you doing at this level to help address the inequality, the inequity that has transpired as a result of centuries of slavery? I'm asking, listen, I'm all ears. If you got a better way of addressing it, by all means, please feel free to send a guest request, okay? And I don't want to hear nothing about we should get on our knees and pray about it and let God do it. Cut it out. Moving along to the next topic. I can't go too deep into them. I got off to a slow start due to these technical difficulties. What is the next thing we need to talk about? Oh, I know. Everyone's favorite topic on the Republican side. This is all they're concerned about. White. Oh, you're black now. You see that? He said, I'm black now. Oh, yeah, you would want to be black when it's payday, right? Cut it out. Cut it out. Come on, folks. All right. Now let's get into the next topic, okay? White House prepares for possible charges against Hunter Biden. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't think there's anybody in the audience today that really wants to see the Department of Justice going after Hunter Biden. Is there anybody out there that really wants to see that? Wouldn't that be too much government? Wouldn't that be too much government if the DOJ went after Hunter Biden, a private citizen? Why do you want the DOJ to go after Hunter Biden? His dad is president of these lovely United States. Okay, let me see, Zeus, if there is proof. They should. No one is above the law. But listen, I get that. But I'm asking to my friends out there, please rely on your faith. Use your faith, okay? Your Christian faith, whatever you worship. And ask yourself, do we really want to live in a country where the president and his son are being politically persecuted? Do we really want to live in such a country? Come on. I don't think anybody in here wants to see that. Okay? Don't say you do. How did we start this? How did we start this? We didn't ask for all of this. We all already said we are a country of law and order. And the proof of this was, we let Donald Trump be president. It's despite the fact that we knew what he did. We said, you know what? We're just going to investigate him, perhaps see if there's any there. But other than that, he did his time and he left the office. What is the problem? What has Hunter Biden done? I have not seen anything come across my desk about Hunter Biden doing anything illegal. The only thing that I've heard is he has some baby mama drama and perhaps a laptop that has some dirt on it. And I've asked this question before. What man or woman in here has a clean laptop? We all got a little dirt on it, right? But you know what? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? But you know what? This is where it's going, though. This is where it's going. Let me see. Where are we taking this? Oh, I'll tell you what. This is also concerning Hunter Biden. This is where it's going. And I talked about this in the video I posted this weekend. The GOP oversight chair, James Comer, says he's worried that the Department of Justice will upstage him. And he says, do not indict Hunter Biden before Wednesday. Well, first of all, Mr. James Comer, you need to stay in your place, okay? You stay over there in Congress and you let Merrick Garland do what he was hired to do, okay? Merrick Garland will do whatever he wishes to do. And you know what? Whoever reports to him will too as well. I know who's investigating Hunter Biden. And you know what? If Hunter Biden broke the law, let's just be clear about this, ladies and gentlemen. And to the Trump supporters that are out there going, yes, get Hunter. You know, as much as I don't want that to happen, if it does happen because he broke the law, I will be okay with it. And my only ask is that when the same thing happens to Donald Trump, you do the same thing. Yes! Get him out of here! When it happens to Trump, do the same thing. Order. We don't know what's on Hunter Biden's laptop. We don't know where it came from. We don't know who's compromised in this web of lies and corruption. But for all of you to simply sit back and go, it's simply Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, it's beyond me, especially when we know who was impeached for withholding aid to the Ukraine, right? To Ukraine, right? I shouldn't have said the Ukraine. For withholding aid to Ukraine. And it wasn't Hunter Biden and it wasn't President Biden. It was Donald J. Trump. But you know what? It is what it is, I guess. But you know, all this, ladies and gentlemen, is only setting President Biden, as you can tell, to continue to do great things. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this just in. White House is preparing for possible charges against Hunter Biden. Order! I know, I hate it. Don't do it. Hey, if he breaks the law, he deserves it, I guess. I've seen the comments out there, and I must agree, nobody is above the law. So, President Biden, do all that you can in the White House from a legal standpoint to ensure Hunter Biden gets a fair shake. Okay, that's all we're asking for. If you're going to let Donald Trump fly around the world in his private jet, going in and out of court, shutting cities down, the least you can do is give the president's son, Hunter Biden, a fair shake, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. You see, they always tell me I only talk about Donald Trump. You see, I talked about Hunter Biden, right? It's nothing to it as long as you tell the truth. What's there to debate at this point? What is there to debate? If he broke the law, then he broke the law, right? All right, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. It seems like the Republican Party, as far as I am concerned, is hell-bent on wasting taxpayer money, okay, on things that are very frivolous. Okay, the Republican Party, ladies and gentlemen, they're just wasting taxpayer money on frivolous things. They have nothing else to do with their time. Okay, you ask them, what do you stand for in the Republican Party? They can't give you any policies. They can't tell you, they can't point to anything that they've done to make the United States better. You know, their slogan is Make America Great Again. But you ask them, well, what did you do to do that? And they can't answer it. The only thing the Republican Party, as far as I am concerned, stands for is investigating. We need to investigate Hunter Biden. We need to investigate President Joe Biden. And once again, look at this right here. Now they want to investigate President Biden once again. Shame on the Republicans. Now they want to investigate Biden's. Hold on. They want to investigate Biden's Afghanistan withdrawal. And they want to hold Blinken in contempt of Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, it just behooves me that instead of the Republican Party getting out here, doing something about these firearms that are going off out there in the state of Texas. As a matter of fact, what in the world is going on in Texas this weekend? This weekend, I saw just trauma, back to back to back. What is the governor of Texas, Abbott? What is he doing out there? You're so busy going after Hunter Biden, President Biden, okay? The Democrats, you just turned your back on the citizens of Texas now, and look at what's happening out there. Shame on the Republican Party. What do you stand for? The Afghanistan withdrawal. We've already talked about this. Donald Trump set this whole situation up because he was banking on getting a second term. For those of you who don't know what happened when we pulled out of Afghanistan, Trump intentionally drew the troop numbers down, okay? Put us in a very bad situation. Then he went and negotiated with the Taliban for a exit strategy. Why are we negotiating with the Taliban, sir? With all due respect, you're the president of the United States. You have the most power, I would argue, anyone has in the world. Why on earth are you negotiating with the Taliban? Biden ended up winning and had to come behind Trump and clean up that nasty mess he made. So, to the Republican Party that wants to waste taxpayer dollars, they want to go investigate Alvin Bragg. Why are you investigating Alvin Bragg? Well, we want to make sure he's not using federal tax dollars to run his office. Really? Are you sure that's why you want to investigate him? Or perhaps you want to investigate him because Donald Trump is getting indicted and was charged with 34 felonies. Okay? So we got the Republican Party once again, ladies and gentlemen, they're missing the point. And they sit back and they think, we're going to get a second, we're going to have a red wave. No, you're not going to have a red wave. Not like this, ladies and gentlemen. They want to investigate President Biden's Afghanistan withdrawal. Shame. Thank you. Put those blue waves in the comment section, please. Now, I know. Speaking of that, this is an excellent summary of what the Republican Party stands for, ladies and gentlemen. Republicans, by naming the only thing they really stand for, would you like to see it? This came out over the weekend, and I actually said, you know what? If I got time, I'll cover it because I do think this is of critical importance, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what the GOP lawmakers stand for, ladies and gentlemen, is definitely rejecting any action on gun control, pew control. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. They're almost like they enjoy not doing anything except for pointing to Hunter Biden, and it's the most bizarre thing I have ever seen. Okay, and this is all happening as the result of increased violence pertaining to, guns and things like that. Look at what it says. They're lying to you. This is not about mental health. Every other country has problems with it. It isn't drugs, which every other country struggles with. It isn't computer games, which every other country has. It's the guns. It's obviously the guns. Somebody has to tell this story out here because I don't think the Republicans will. Okay? I don't think that they are going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop saying Congress must act and start saying the Republican Party must act. Bingo. Yeah, stop talking about Hunter Biden. Stop talking about migrants. Stop talking about the price of those eggs. Stop talking about the gas prices to my friends on the right. And let's really start talking about real things of utmost importance, okay? Stop all the name calling. How about that? Won't you stop all that? Won't you actually stop promoting Russian propaganda and misinformation, huh? Let's stop treating the GOP as the party of law and order and treat them more accurately as the party of gun violence. Ooh. And that second part, I don't know, but I would love to hear from someone on the right about what they think about this, because for the life of me, I don't understand why they're not doing anything about this. Shame! Order! All right, now let's move on to some more, interesting news. I'll say this is definitely interesting. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, okay, here it goes. Jack Smith news. And you know Jack Smith got the nice little theme song. Let me go ahead and play that real quick. Yeah! Yes, Jack Smith! Yes!
Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They all do. They do anything they can to hurt Trump.
Yes!
But he's a harasser and an abuser.
Hey! Yeah!
Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They all hate Trump.
They hate him with a passion.
They'll do anything they can to hurt Trump. But he's a harasser and an abuser.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it, okay? They don't like it when I talk that Jack Smith talk, but listen, somebody has to actually give Jack Smith the support he needs. If he can't do it, no one can. Yes, hello, April. Nice to see you. All right, I got to open up these boxes, but I'll say this before I open up those boxes because this is very important to us. If Jack Smith does not act soon, time could run out for the 2024 clock. What does this mean? Well, it seems like Jack Smith, we already know it's a slam dunk when it comes to Trump taking those classified documents and committing obstruction of justice. And we know Trump is responsible for what happened on January 6th. But Jack Smith, ladies and gentlemen, seems to have taken a bit of a detour because he's going after Trump about those wire fraud transactions. You know, how he was stealing money or taking money from the campaign, telling people that it was stolen when he knew it wasn't, and getting that money. And because Jack Smith is investigating Trump on that, it is taking us a little longer to bring those charges. So this is a message out there to my good friend Jack Smith. You're doing an excellent job, Jack Smith. The world would love to see you do it quicker. So whatever you can do, Jack Smith, please do it as fast as possible. Do not wait until it's time for people to vote, Jack Smith. Do it now. You have my permission. As a matter of fact, Jack Smith, I'll turn a blind eye like this, and I'll let you do whatever you want to Donald Trump. Okay, and I won't bat an eye because he deserves it, okay? I know that by the time you investigate every single one of Trump's crimes, we will all probably be old and probably, on Social Security. So Jack Smith, please, just stop where you're at, put it all down, and go ahead and indict him right now. You have my permission. And before I open up the boxes, I just want to say this. Hunter Biden is innocent until we get a docket number. I'm just saying. All right, let's open up these boxes and let's hear from all of you out here who are brave enough to come into the box and talk. Tina, cut it out. I don't even know what NPA is, but if that's what I am, that is what I am. All right, good morning, Brother Greg. Nice to see you. Welcome to the kingdom.
What is
How
up?
are you doing this morning?
What is up, Zeus?
Thank you
So,
for the gifts and thank you for the follows. I forgot to say that. And thank you for everyone who has subscribed. I appreciated it. Yeah, what is NPC? Good morning, Brother Greg. What do you got for us?
well, I woke up this morning and I got about 15 mentions in my comments,
Oh, really?
and apparently we've been summoned to debate our friend Conservative Lynn. But the problem is, they don't come here. They don't come to our side.
Oh.
They just like to go over there and have 8 versus 1.
Hmm.
So
They summoned you?
they summoned you, me,
Oh, wait a
Swervin.
second. What?
They summoned you, me, Swervin, Nutty Professor.
Under what authority do they have to summon Zeus?
Well, apparently we're getting to
I've
him.
never granted. Listen, I've never granted anyone any authority to summon Zeus. Cut it out.
But what's interesting is they're not here. So where are they?
They're
They
here.
love
They're
to be
here. They
there.
gotta be here, Greg. You know how this goes. They're they're
Right.
they're they're shadow watching Zeus and you. They're looking at us. But like I said earlier, when you tell the truth, what's there to debate?
Well, they want bill numbers now. They like bill numbers. That's their new thing. They want bill numbers and they want, have you read it? So,
They want
that's
bill numbers. That's
that's the
on the
new thing.
internet. They could go look that up though.
Right. Well, if I say something, they say, "Have you read the bill? Have you read the bill? Have you actually read it?"
When
So, and then when I say no because it's spun a certain
oh
direction,
God.
why would I read it?
Okay.
They say, "Well, well, then you can't talk to me." But then I have 15 mentions wanting them to debate me, so I don't understand what's happening.
I must say they're good friends of mine. Okay, I do love them dearly. But I'm wondering, if they really interested in having dialogue, or are they just wanting to, like, treat this like a therapy session? I do therapy sessions, but you got to pay Zeus by the hour.
Well, I think that they have been yelling a lot lately. I've been in their
Yeah.
lives. And unfortunately, it seems like they're very angry about a lot of things. And
Well, get out and vote. That's
and
all you got to
it's
do.
it's
You just
like
got to
being
get
in
out and
middle
vote.
school again. I've already been in middle school once. I don't need to be in middle school again, Zeus. I'm sorry.
Don't do middle school again. It's not a good look. Okay. Imagine you see these adults sitting in these third grade chairs, raising their hand, asking the teacher to call on them. What a shame.
It's uh it's wild behavior, Zeus. But I mean, look,
Well, you can go in there. I'm a little hesitant, personally, to go in there because I don't like getting all that reporting and suspending, and I have PTSD when it comes to people yelling at me. It just doesn't sit well, in terms of my mental health, if that matters.
well, they can gladly come here. American Lumberjack. I saw he was in your mentions there. Where is he? If
Oh,
he wants to have a conversation with Swervin or other people that are here,
yeah.
by all means.
Yeah, keep it clean. That's all we do. Zeus. You know me. I welcome all positions. I understand that people believe what they believe, and it's their right to believe what they believe.
I
But
don't I don't
I don't
really have
tolerate
any
any
anything else to talk about today,
Oh,
though.
oh,
That's all
okay,
I wanted to talk about.
okay. Well, thank you for the heads up, and I will look into it because I must put it out there that there's no one that has the authority to summon Zeus, except Zeus.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness!
All right. Well, thank you, Zeus.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Brother Greg. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Brother Greg. Yes, only Zeus can summon Zeus in heaven. You know what? I was almost tempted to not go live today because of what happened between the Warriors and the Lakers, and so right now, my spirit is a little vexed at the moment. But you know what? I appreciate those kind words of support through while I'm going through this tough time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, You know, brother Swervin. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing,
God
champ?
among gods who runs the kingdom like a true champ. How are you, Zeus?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing lovely. How are you? How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. I can't stay long. Mama Jenny's home nurse
Okay.
and physical therapist will both be here probably
Okay.
in the next 10, 15 minutes. But
Fair enough.
what I did want to say, because I got mentioned also.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not.
What is
Because
happening?
I've been in their lives. All they want to do is yell and scream. And you ask one question, they ask one question while you're trying to answer it. They will ask you 8 more and yell and scream over you. I'm not into that. Okay. And I know no one has the authority to summon Zeus,
No.
but you definitely, I don't know what magic tome that they cast or what spell they cast that they thought they were going to summon Swerving either. I just don't know how that works out. I live my life by that Gandalf philosophy. Swerving arrives precisely when he means to.
Hey, man. Yes, we are all adults here. But you know what? If they want to come here, they're more than welcome to come. You know, I mean, they just got to follow the rules of the kingdom. Okay. But they're more than welcome to come in here and get some of this insight and perspective. Okay. Because listen, we don't have anything to hide. Do you have anything to hide, Brother Swervin?
Nope.
Nothing. Nope. It's just truth.
And I can tell you also, I don't know what kind of time they have. I don't know what they do in their lives, but I am not going to just spend my days reading bills and bill numbers and getting bill numbers and read the bill. We know what the bills do. We know what they say.
Right.
I don't need to read the whole bill only for you to try to argue semantics with me. I'm not doing it.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
We just want you to tell the truth. That's it.
Yeah. Zeus, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother.
Tricks to what we're doing, folks.
Zeus, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I pulled one of your moves yesterday.
Oh.
I had a gentleman come into the box and I said to him, now you and I have never done business together before, have we? And he goes, no, I don't think I've ever talked to you, Swerve. I said, okay, well, let me ask a few baseline questions real quick.
Yes.
Just to see where you are. And when I asked him, I said, do you think that the 2020 election was stolen from Donald Trump? Oh, absolutely it was. We got evidence of that. I was like, okay. And my mind immediately went, this is about to be a tough conversation.
It is. Yes.
You know, and
thank you for doing that.
We talked for a minute. And I said, where can I find all this evidence of voter fraud? Well, I saw the video of this lady doing that. And he was talking about the black woman down in Georgia.
Oh, like, Freeman.
Ms. Freeman. I said, do you know that woman has had to move and live in secrecy because of the death threats that she's received from nuts like you?
Sad.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
You're right. And what about Ray Epps? The fact that he's been getting the same kind of treatment.
Yep. Yeah. He also had to move, uproot his life, and live in secrecy because of the death threats that he's received. Somehow Ray Epps influenced thousands of people from screaming outside the Capitol.
Right.
Without a bullhorn. He didn't even have a bullhorn.
Shame!
But he just managed to influence thousands of people, you know, to go into the Capitol and commit violence. It was all him, you know. And I'm like, y'all believe in the goofiest conspiracy theories I've ever heard in my life.
Cut it out, folks.
You know.
That's what I want to know. Why do you think Ray Epps is responsible for it? And then turn around and say, but so was Nancy Pelosi, right? They tell you it was Nancy. And then Nancy Pelosi is investigating herself for what happened on January 6th. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is visiting Antifa, right? Is that how this works?
Yep. That's how it works. That's how it works. But I wanted to touch on this Hunter Biden thing.
Oh, please do.
If I could.
Please do.
You remember that scene from Ghost when that ghost hopped into Whoopi Goldberg and he's like, Molly, you in danger, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter, you in danger, boy.
You think so?
Well, on a federal gun charge, He's definitely got some issues there. It was an illegal purchase of a firearm. He's also got some tax issues. Now, these are federal charges, right? Which it's not the DOJ that is going after him. It's the attorney generals in the states that he lives. And these are federal charges, which means Joe Biden can pardon him for a federal charge, which means more than likely Joe Biden is going to pardon him if he gets charged, right?
Right.
Just like Donald Trump pardoned Jared Kushner's father for income tax evasion, wire fraud, and several other things. He pardoned him for all of it, which was federal charges.
Right.
But I promise you, they will forget all about that.
And why? And so you're saying they're trying to sweep it under the rug that the very things that Hunter Biden is being charged with, they themselves have absolved members of their own party from.
Yeah.
Nasty.
And they're going to forget all about that. They're going to forget, well, Jared Kushner's father was not his son. Well, Jared Kushner's his son-in-law, but so by extension, he's a family member. And Donald Trump did the same thing, but y'all forget all about that. You didn't care about that. So why do you care about it now?
Yeah.
You said you wanted a businessman. Donald Trump was a businessman. He wasn't a politician.
Right.
Well, apparently, Joe Biden is a businessman, criminal master. So you got another businessman. And let me remind everyone out there, we now, for the second time, we now have the lowest unemployment rate in the history of this country since 1969.
Bravo, President Biden!
We're currently sitting at 3.4% unemployment rate.
Wow.
And they well, these are all the jobs that are coming back that were lost during the pandemic. No, they're not. He's added almost 13 million jobs. We lost 6.5 million during the pandemic. So did Trump lose almost 13 million jobs, or did Joe Biden add 6.5 million? You know, that math works out, but according to them, no, we're still short 6.5 million jobs.
Shame, boom, no.
What is
Your
wrong with
math
y'all?
isn't working. Your math
And then
isn't mathing.
I think this week, it's either this week or next week, Hunter has to go before the court to explain his finances for his paternity suit.
Yeah,
right?
for the baby mama case that he had.
Yeah, he got that baby mama drama going on.
Oh, Lord have
Right?
mercy.
But to me, I'm gonna tell you like this, because that's how a lot of people will look at it. They'll go, well, it's just baby mama drama. No, this ain't no baby mama drama. This is a child involved.
Thank you.
This is a child involved. This ain't no drama.
Amen.
This is a child who needs to be taken care of.
Amen.
Now, whatever he did with a former stripper, that's his business. I don't care.
We don't care.
If they rode each other like Seattle Slew, it ain't my business. But there is now a child involved. And you need to make sure you're taking care of that child. Just like I would have to pay child support, just like you would have to pay child support, just like any man or woman out there would have to pay that child support.
Don't lie, Hunter. You know
that's the
what?
bottom
How
line.
you start is how you finish. You lied to that woman, okay, to get her to do what she did with you, Hunter. You know you told her all that, all them lies, all that pillow talk. Okay, she was out of your league, but you did it anyway, Hunter.
You know, he was sitting there going, when she was like, are you going to take care of us if anything go wrong? And you know, Hunter was sitting there going, yeah, I swear, yeah, I'm going to just put the tip in, don't worry.
Oh!
You know, and I'm sorry, but I got to say this to a lot of the brothers and sisters out there.
Shame.
When a man tell you that they have a strong pull-out game, they lying. They lying. Ain't no such thing.
You're giving away too many secrets.
Ain't no such thing.
Can I ask you a question though? Are you?
Yes, sir.
What if President Biden pardons his son? Would you be okay with that?
I would be okay with it, but I would have some reservations about it too. Simply because he escaped justice simply because of who his father is. That I have serious issue with. You know, if you wanted to pardon a man, like there's some man, I think it's in Oklahoma, he has faced the executioner 3 times.
Right.
And 3 times his execution has been stayed. And now the Supreme Court has stayed his execution. And the person who actually did the crime confessed to the crime under no duress or duration. Okay, go pardon that guy. Go give that guy some clemency.
Yeah,
Who didn't do anything.
that's right.
Okay.
You're
But
right.
when it comes to the nepotism that we see going on in the federal system, I don't appreciate nepotism in any way, shape, or form. Because you gave somebody a job like Jared Kushner.
Oh, Jerry.
What they say Jared Kushner was certainly qualified to broker peace in the Middle East. Okay, how? Well, he was an international businessman. That doesn't give him diplomacy credentials.
No, it does not.
And he couldn't pass a background check. He couldn't pass a security clearance, but Donald Trump gave him one anyway. Just like he did with Trump. That's nepotism.
Nepotism. It will not be tolerated.
Exactly.
No, and neither will treason or blasphemy in this kingdom.
Exactly. And that's why people always looking at them side-eyed going, well, wait a minute, you walked out of the White House $650 million richer, Miss Trump, talking about Ivanka.
Oh!
If that ain't influence peddling, and I don't know why the Republicans, they want to investigate Hunter Biden for influence peddling. But I'm going to tell you like this, Zeus. That was influence peddling. What happened in the White House while Trump was the president.
Right.
And they scream about their First Amendment rights. If you silence someone or muted someone on here, they go, oh, you just take away my First Amendment rights.
That's right, and I'll take them again.
Your First Amendment rights do not apply to terms of service.
No, they don't.
Your First Amendment applies to the government coming after you for speaking out against your government. That's what it does.
A lot of people who say that, tell that to your employer if they catch you out here on social media saying things that you shouldn't be saying. And they cut your water off, because that's what they'll do. Oh, you said something that goes against company policy. Goodbye.
Yep, exactly. I was reading an article. Suze, I was reading an article this morning before I came up about a county sheriff who discovered through social media posts that one of his deputies was a neo-Nazi. And so he terminated his employment.
It's over.
And now he's trying to sue the county for wrongful termination. And the county is like, well, wait a minute, you're a fascist, you're a white supremacist, which I don't even understand white supremacists because they'll never be supreme over anything. But, he's sitting there talking about wrongful termination. He wants his badge back. Why would I want you to have a badge?
Right.
When you have to go out and police the BIPOC community. When you're already biased against them and you're going to put trumped up charges against them.
Yeah, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to wear that badge because you are not upholding the law as you should be. You are out here causing harm to your community when you do that. Shame.
Big shame. Big shame.
Big shame.
I have a younger brother who's a police officer, who's a couple of years away from retirement. And, he's had to draw his pistol 3 times in his life, in his career. He was also a team leader on the SWAT team, where he had no choice but to use a firearm in certain situations. Yeah. He's been profiled on the First 48. I don't know if you've ever seen that show or not.
I have seen that.
He's been on that show.
Wow.
And he's a good police officer. My brother, in his 18-year career, he has been involved in 27 internal affairs investigations.
Wow.
And do you know why he was involved in those investigations?
Why? Share it with us.
Because he spoke out against bad cops.
Good job, Brother Swerve.
He spoke out against bad cops. No, not good job to me. Good job to him. Because he knew flat off the back when he saw something wrong, he needed to speak up. Because if he didn't, silence is compliance.
Exactly.
And he spoke up against it. And these Republicans that we have nowadays, like I said, they want to investigate Hunter Biden for influence.
They're obsessed with Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
They're harassing Hunter Biden. Now
and what I don't understand is because, people are always, we need less government. We need smaller government. But you're okay with the government going after a private citizen. You're perfectly okay with that.
Tell him. I'm not okay with it.
I'm not okay with it either.
I'm not okay with it. Show us the docket number, please.
If they were going after Donald Trump Jr., I would feel the exact same way. Literally the exact same way.
Really,
Because
Trump, Don Jr. Don't you think he's dirtier than Hunter? Come on, brother
he
Swerve.
he potentially could be.
Look at what he's the
Okay.
one. They're the ones overseeing Trump org, right?
Yeah, Trump organization.
And we got the docket number for what happened over there.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
Real corruption from the
He
Trump family,
he
the Trump
potentially
crime
could be.
family.
But what I'm saying is, if if AG, if a state attorney general was going after Donald Trump Jr., I would be okay with that. Just like the state attorney generals are the ones that are going after Hunter Biden.
Right.
What I'm not okay with is the Congress, the government, our federal government trying to investigate a private citizen. And if they were doing that to Donald Trump Jr., I'd be like, you know what? That's not cool, man. That's just not cool.
Before we wrap this up, I want you to answer this because someone just said this. You said that we didn't go after private citizens, right? We don't need to go after private citizens. The government does. What do you say to the people that say, well, you're going after private citizens being convicted for their involvement on January 6th?
That's a different thing. They broke federal laws.
Oh! Yeah.
They broke federal law, so they are being federally investigated.
Here you go.
And I mean, they went into the Capitol and smeared feces on the wall.
They said so did Hunter.
Hunter wasn't at January 6th.
Oh, there you go.
Hunter wasn't at January 6th. And this is not the government that is going after them. This is, well, I mean, I guess you could say it's the government, but it's the FBI, local law enforcement, and the DOJ because they attacked the Capitol. Y'all don't understand the difference between that.
They don't.
Hunter Biden wasn't there on January 6th. Hunter Biden didn't smear his feces on the wall. Hunter Biden was not walking across a vestibule in the Capitol.
He wasn't.
With the Speaker of the House's lectern.
He wasn't.
Hunter Biden didn't steal Nancy Pelosi's laptop.
Nope.
They didn't do any of that.
Nothing of that nature. So please cut it out with Hunter Biden, please.
But you have, and let me be clear. The Congress is not going after these people. The Senate is not going after these people. This is the FBI, local law enforcement, and the DOJ applying the federal crimes. That's why 5 Proud Boys were just convicted of seditious conspiracy.
Seditious.
But I guess those 5 Proud Boys, they were all Antifa and BLM. Because that's what they want you to believe. Oh, there's my doorbell. Zeus, let me get out of here. I got to take care of Mama Jenny, brother. Always a pleasure being up in the kingdom.
All right. You're always welcome, Brother Swerve.
And if I don't get to talk to you, you have a great day. And let me stand by this statement for anyone who's listening. Swerving is never late. Swerving is never early. Swerving arrives precisely when he means to. And you do not have any kind of magic tome to summon me when you feel I need to be summoned. I don't like that word. I am not a slave to what you think. And if you want to come into my live and talk to me directly, then you can.
Okay.
And I will show you what a debate is all about. You're going to control yourself. You're not going to talk over anyone. And you're going to be civil. And if you can't abide by my 3 rules in my own life, you will never have a seat in the box. And that's all I want you to do. I love you, my friend. Please be safe out there. Have fun while you're doing it.
All right.
And I will see you again very soon, Zeus. Take care, brother.
You too. And you stay safe and blessed out there, brother. I appreciate that.
Thank you, my friend.
That was so well said and professional, I must say. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I mean, he told the truth. And these people, these folks of mine, these friends of mine, I know them very, very dearly. And they know what they're doing doesn't make sense. Now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. No. I'm not a paid influencer. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. No strings attached. I am not a hand puppet. Good morning, Shay.
No, you are not. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? We meet again.
We meet again.
Yes, on a Monday. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. My son had prom, and
Oh,
so got him off in the limo. He had a great time. Hey, Aaron. And this was so freaking cool. One of my good friends is a nurse, and the Houston Methodist Hospital, it's a huge, like, with several Methodist hospitals. Anyway,
uh-huh.
they put on a family fun day, right? Event at our huge Texan stadium, our Texas football stadium called the NRG, right?
Yeah.
And she called me up. She said, "Hey, I'm glad you answered the phone. I got this ticket. We're having this free, like, family. There's free food. And they're even having, like, entertainment for the kids, like
Oh,
Disney Live." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
wow.
And then there's like a special performer. I don't know if you want to come. I'm like, "Girl, I just got Alex off in the limo. I'm exhausted." And she said, "Yeah, but it's Stevie Wonder." And
Oh,
I said, "What?"
Stevie?
They literally hired Stevie Wonder to perform for all these nurses and doctors and their family. There was like 45,000 people there.
Wow.
Everything was free. Food and
Wow.
drinks. You had to pay for
Wow.
like wine and beer. Parking was free. Like,
Wow. We didn't get an invite?
I I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I wish I was a girl and you let me know. I would have like invited so many people. She's like, "Girl, it's amazing." And so I was like, "Okay, my butt's in an Uber. I'm gonna
Yes.
watch that legend. He is
Yeah. Oh,
now
you saw
70.
him.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
know
doing
heaven. I
something.
tell you, it was surreal. I was literally standing on the floor. He was probably, 50 feet from me watching this 73-year-old amazing legend.
Danny.
He performed
Thank you.
every hit he's ever had, Superstitious, all of them, all of them.
Oh my God. It
And
sounds like you had quite a
he
weekend.
was so much fun. I mean, I was just sitting here. How did I end up here? Like, this is so
Yes.
surreal, right?
Thank you for the hat. Yes. Yes. Well, it sounds like you had an excellent weekend and you got some time to take a break from TikTok and clear your
Yeah.
mind and get ready for a rocky week, I would say, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. And so, yeah, so I did get on TikTok yesterday. And yeah, so yeah, I've been told about the summoning of the lefty men. Yes.
Oh,
Of the men on the left. It's only for men, not women. I found out.
oh.
Yes, it's
Well,
really, yeah.
so you
Yeah.
were implicated or no? So I need to go check. I need.
They tagged me in it and let me know that they were summoning Nutty and you and
Nutty,
Swerving.
they wanted Nutty
Oh,
too.
they want Nutty too. They want Greg. Oh man, I could probably pull it
I
up.
can't.
All the people.
I can't.
I
No, I
mean,
can't.
it's like, wait a minute. You want Lindsay to debate all these guys? Like,
What
seriously?
exactly? Do you see the visuals of that? It's one woman and all these men?
All these men, and then I'm like,
Cut it out!
are you like setting up the parameters? Like, I mean, who's moderating this, or is it just gonna be a
I
stuff
can't.
fest?
I
Like,
can't. I can't. Listen, that is. I gotta hear from Nutty. I want to know what Nutty Professor has to say about
yeah,
this.
is he in the box? You should bring him up. You should bring in Greg if there's like if any of the
Okay,
liberal men are here.
let's get this cleared up. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for
Yeah,
going a
Greg's
little
here,
off script.
Nutty's here. Yes.
But what in the world?
You boys are summoned. You better show up to your massa now.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
hey, no.
I don't know what's going on.
Good
I woke
morning,
up
Nutty
to it.
Professor.
You woke up to it. I mean, this is just. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, "Who y'all really think you're something, don't you? Like, who
I,
in the world sets this up to
It's what they
say,
do all day. They don't do anything else. They're on here all day. What do they do for a living that they can be on here all day?
oh, that's a good question.
well, I want to know what you think about this, though, Brother Greg and Nutty Professor. Well, Greg, I heard from you, and I know you have something else to add, but Nutty Professor!
Yeah, I found it interesting too that they didn't want women, that they wanted the men. I thought that
I
was.
thought it was. What about the freedom of speech? Don't they believe in that?
I have no idea if they believe in that or not, but it's wild behavior.
Yeah, I got the request and I laughed it off and I put it where it belonged in the trash and I didn't think about it again.
You're not going to show up.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. They're not, they're truly, if they were truly interested in debate to get somewhere, to go somewhere and to actually learn, from either side, I would be up for that. They're not, they're disingenuous.
Mm.
You know, they want to have their little Discord hoochies to go to the live so they can attack, and talk over you, and you won't get a word in edgewise. I
Mhm.
don't have time for that.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't have time.
No,
Mm.
Greg, I don't care. I don't care
Mm.
because in order for you to get my time, so when I come here on Zeus's lives, it's because I
I pay
choose
a
to.
premium. I have to pay a premium to have Nutty here.
Yeah, it's because I
And
choose to
Greg and
come here.
Shay.
Because he's definitely a paid actor, so I'm just getting a piece of what he's getting paid. Because man,
I'm
I just
sorry.
need for them to pay him more so I can get paid more. So I mean,
I
I
wish I
mean,
was a paid actor. I think that would make it
right?
worth it. I really do.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, apparently in a live that happened the other day, I guess Lynn's said she would take on 3 versus 1, Swervin, me,
Yeah, she did.
Nutty Professor, or
Yeah,
something like that. And it was like,
she did.
I'll take you all on 3 versus 1. It's like, okay, well, why don't you come to our lives? Why do we have to come to yours all the time?
Mm.
So here's the
I
thing.
just,
Here's the thing.
I just can't believe this happened, and I'm sorry that I'm using my platform today to talk about this. This is
No,
alarming.
you should. You should, because they've been talking about you for the last 3 days, and they've been
Well, I
talking
don't
about all
mind
of
being
us.
the talk of the town. Listen, it's hard to live by the rules of the town when you're the talk of the town. I get it. Greg, you and Nutty, Shay, Swervin, you all welcome. Welcome to the kingdom, folks. This is
Uh,
the price you must pay for telling the truth.
the way I was told by a few people yesterday, they're talking about you, Shay. They're doing the. I said, well, I must be doing something right. I guess I got under their skin, and the way I look at it is that they're scared. They know that Trump's not going to make it, and they
No
don't
red wave.
they don't see anyone else that could lead the charge because
They
they
love him.
don't claim they're Republican, they're
Who?
conservative, they're anti-establishment,
Yes. Well,
they're against the woke and the deep state, and they're all this stuff.
well,
And so they're like, what candidate would represent that for them? Because everybody's a rhino now. So they don't
well,
know where to
Shay.
go. And so they're
Yeah,
very confused. They're like a pot, when you step on an ant house,
yeah.
an ant hill,
Well,
and they start scurrying. That's what's going on.
well, I wish them all luck. And it's not to say I might not end up there one day. It's never anything is possible. But it'll be at a time I see fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not
No,
ready. I'm just not ready before a barrage of my dude, my dude. I'm just not ready for that.
You know,
Or
they're
like,
great
Like,
trust
people,
me,
by the way. We're
bro.
talking about
Trust me,
these
yeah.
folks,
bro.
ladies and gentlemen, because
yeah.
they're like
Listen,
family, by the
Linda.
way.
Listen, Linda.
They're like
So
family. Okay, we know them, they know us. Outside of politics, I think they're great people, but when it comes to politics, they're 99, actually 110% wrong.
so Zeus, are we getting updates? Are we getting updates today from Hunter's laptop?
Do you have any updates from Hunter's laptop, Nutty Professor?
Oh
Okay, because
well,
we got
Hunter's
a good
laptop.
15 minutes. Wait a second, hold on. Oh, yeah, we got a good 15 minutes before Zeus gets up out of here. All right.
Well, Hunter's laptop has all the answers for everything. So it's like the crystal ball, the genie ball. You can ask, and it shall give you an answer. You may not like the answer, but it will give you an answer.
Okay. Do you think America will be on the right track once Hunter Biden is indicted? Do any of you think that?
Of course not. It has nothing to do with our country. That's what's so sad. I mean, this is a guy that's clearly messed up. That is not, he's got PTSD, he's got childhood trauma, he's got drug abuse issues. I mean,
Right.
that's messed up. He is. He
Right.
has not handled his business well at all. But
Right.
what that has to do with our president, I have no idea. Like, how many of you have children out there? Would you want to go to prison because your kid went off the rails? Like, come on.
Come on, folks. That's an excellent point.
Well, let me say this. I don't think the president will. I don't think the president will pardon Hunter. He will not do that. And I'm glad that he won't do that for this reason. If the president does do that, then that's just going to give the right more ammunition. And the fact that, you know, he needs to be held to account for his crimes
He does.
if he's found to be guilty, because no one put a pew pew to his head to make him do the crime. So therefore, my grandmama used to say, if you can't stand the heat, what are you supposed to do?
Get out
Get
of
out
the
the
kitchen.
kitchen.
That's
So
right.
so therefore, I don't believe Joe Biden will pardon him, because Joe Biden does believe in the rule of law, which the Republicans say that they used to, but we know that they don't, right? And so I don't believe Joe Biden. And if Joe Biden does, Joe Biden's going to hear from me.
Right.
But it's legal. It's okay
Amen.
for him to pardon his son.
I mean, he has that right. He has that right to
Yeah.
do so. I just don't believe he should.
Yeah. I agree with you, Nutty.
And that's sad, because any father would want to, help their child.
Right.
Right.
So I get it. But can I go ahead and give you my diatribe right quick so I can get out of
Absolutely.
here? Okay. So according to Hunter's laptop, lowest unemployment for blacks, since we like to say blacks, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
under Joe Biden administration, this is the lowest unemployment for blacks, and this is real. This is not fake news. Republicans on the inflation bill that they passed, I have read all 320 pages of it.
Right.
Yes, I know.
Ooh.
I'm that geek,
Yeah.
and it's absolute trash.
Oh.
Because according to the Office of Management and Budget,
Oh.
it doesn't say equivocally that it's going to cut 22% from veteran benefits.
Right. I heard
But
about
according to the OMB, folks, this is the nonpartisan faction of Congress that talks about bills and tells you the economical impact of them.
Right.
They said it will indeed cut 22% from veteran benefits, and it will raise unemployment rates.
Oh.
Okay, let's go down to
That's right. People be laying people off. Yep.
let's go down to Georgia. It is disgusting what the Georgia legislature has done, and Brian Kemp has signed into law. Now they can take the power away from the DA if they don't like who the DA is prosecuting. Obviously, they did this in response to Fonnie Willis, because they're trying to save their boy Trump. So that investigation truly is in danger right now.
Shame. You're
Okay.
covering up crimes?
Yeah. So
no. If they do that, I don't want to hear another word about Hunter Biden.
So according to Hunter's laptop,
yes,
and this is not fake news, the consumer price index rose 6.5% over the past 12 months, and the average hourly earnings has risen 4.6% over 12 months. So even though I don't think that's enough, it's still progress. It's still progress, right?
It is progress.
And so, Texas. You mentioned Texas earlier.
Yeah, there's a lot of nastiness going on in the state of Texas, and the governor of Texas needs to get it together or get out.
This is not coming from Hunter's laptop. This is coming from Antoine's mouth. I'm a Christian, and I'm proud to say that.
All right, great.
But I'm sick of thoughts and prayers.
Yep.
Because the Bible says faith without works is dead.
Ooh, that's scripture.
If you are a Christian and you still support this carnage that is going on in our country, you're the devil.
Oh. Ow.
Because no
Hard,
Christian can sit back and say what's going on in this country is okay.
No.
You need to start choosing second graders over the Second Amendment.
Absolutely.
I'm so sick and tired. I know there's levity in this room right now, and I don't mean to bring the mood down, but this is disgusting. How many more lives need to be lost just for a piece of iron? A piece of iron that has more rights in this country than the woman that's sitting in this box.
Wow.
That's right.
How many more lives? And we can fix this, folks. We can fix this. You can go easily do a Google search and find out in your state, in the federal government, who's getting money from the NRA. Now, I don't have to do a Google search because I already know. All right? And so I'm just going to name off of just a few names, and I'm going to tell you how much they're getting.
Receipts.
Oh, yeah.
Mitt Romney of Utah, gets the most money from the NRA.
Ah,
He gets $13.6 million.
say it isn't so.
Richard Burr, North Carolina, $6.9 million.
What?
Tom
Say it
Tillis,
isn't so.
North Carolina, $4.4 million.
Millions?
Marco Rubio of Florida,
What?
$3.3 million.
Little hands, Rubio?
Joni Ernst of Iowa, $3.1 million.
Mm,
Rob
mm,
Portman, Ohio, $3 million.
mm.
Todd Young, Bill Cassidy of Indiana and Louisiana,
Get him out of
respectively,
here.
$2.8 million.
Get him out of here.
No more thoughts and prayers, because now we need to put those prayers, we need to put that faith into action. Faith without works is dead. Since y'all want to talk about God all the time, let's bring God in this. Faith without works is dead. That means God helped those who help themselves.
Mm.
You just can't sit there and say, oh, God, help me, help me, help me, and you're not doing anything to help yourself.
Preach,
Amen.
brother. Preach.
I am
Amen.
tired of these lives being lost.
Ooh.
We can't even go to malls.
Yep.
Kids can't go to school.
Mm-hmm.
We can't go to church. We can't go to a movie theater. We can't go to a freaking grocery store. How much more do we need to lose?
A concert, a dance club. Exactly. Preach, brother.
Order! That's a
Preach.
great question.
Zeus, I'm sorry, man. That's not the route I wanted to go, but I'm so sick of the lives being lost unnecessarily.
Yeah.
People were just out enjoying their day.
Yep.
That's it. They weren't doing anything to anybody. And then you want to claim mental health. The devil is a lie. Since you want to claim mental health, why are we passing laws in these Republican states that's making it easier to put your hands on a weapon?
Exactly.
Make it make sense.
Mm.
But yet you want to claim mental health. Get out of here with that mess. I'm done. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm leaving
Thank you.
because I'm fired up
listen,
about it because too many lives have been lost.
Yeah. I agree.
Sometimes you got to create space in these lives to help address serious matters, ladies and gentlemen. So, Nutty, I do thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Okay, because it's very important. All talk, no work. It's just a waste of Zeus's time and the rest of everyone else out here in the United States of America. Do something, folks.
I know. It needs to be done. And when you look at the statistics of gun violence around the world, we are the leading by far.
Mm.
And you can't tell me we got more crazies. The problem is we got more guns than there are citizens in this country. So it makes sense. You can own a firearm everywhere around the world. Why aren't they having these mass shootings like we are? Think about it. Guys, all you got to do is look up the stats. You're just saying we got more crazies here than we do anywhere else. And it's so, yes, of course, someone that picks up a gun and unloads, of course, they're having a mental breakdown, but that's not the cause. The cause is it's too easy to get guns. There was a picture of what was it in Ohio or which state just lifted a ban? I saw it on TikTok.
Right.
This guy just walking down the middle of the street carrying an AR-15 because they just lifted all the bans. I mean, I'm just like, is this the world you really want to live in?
No.
And then you see these idiots with them strapped to the back and they're standing in Starbucks.
Mm.
What is that?
That is very concerning. That's very concerning that people are, I would argue, abusing their rights. You're abusing your rights. Just listen, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say this. There's a lot of things in life that you can do, and it's legal to do. But just because you can do it, it doesn't mean you should do it.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Exactly. I don't want my child having to stand up there and get his hot chocolate next to a guy with a AR-15 on his back. I mean, this is the world we're growing our children in.
Mm-mm-mm.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
sense. And you sit here, and the people on the right, and I respect you for it, but you yell, the children, the children, the children. We have to protect our children.
I don't believe that.
You know what? My child can read in middle school about Charlie and Mike if he wants to, but I would prefer my child not to be standing next to a man in Starbucks with an AR-15. I would prefer my child to be able to go to the mall, go to school, go do things without the idea that he could come home unalived. I mean, I just don't get what y'all are doing. You can't sit here and preach save the children without saving the children.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
I
You
get
want
the
you want
rhetoric.
to they want to be pro-life. They
Yeah,
get the kids here
yeah,
just so that they can let whatever happens to them happen.
yeah. It's like,
It
oh,
makes
let
no
God.
sense.
Well, then let God protect your child from being indoctrinated and all that. Like, I don't get it. I'd rather my child be indoctrinated than unalived. I'm sorry. I don't
You're
get
right.
it.
You're,
I don't get what you're doing. I really don't. Like, I just it's ridiculous.
yes, it is.
So, and
Now,
feel free to summon us beta females if you want to. Not that we
oh,
would come.
you would be willing to go to visit our good friends on the right?
Nah, not really.
I would definitely go and just chill in the comments because it's also of utmost importance for Zeus to mention this to people.
Yeah.
The reason that things have gotten to this point is because you got to protect your platform. Okay, a lot of people don't understand this, but you got to follow the community guidelines if you want to be successful on any social media platform, right?
Yeah.
And so yes, where I stand, personally on a lot of these issues is one thing, but it also has to do with understanding that, if you work really hard to build up your platform, you don't need to go in places where where you would risk losing it. And so that's why the way I run my platform is kind of based on that. It's not that I don't curse. I probably curse like everyone else, but not on TikTok.
I know.
Not like we don't call names, but not on TikTok.
Well, I agree, and that's the thing. No, it's not about being scared. It's the thing is that they can sit there and say, "I summon you," without putting out any guidelines. As they're moderating,
Yeah.
what are the subject matters? So
Right. What are the
fair.
rules?
Otherwise, it's just a yell fest, and
And
it's
I
a
don't got
name
time
calling
for that.
fest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we don't need that. That
No.
doesn't get anywhere. You're not going to change each other's minds. If you want to really debate, it needs to be set up appropriately. I doubt Lindsay ever took a debate class. Like, I don't think she knows what to do on this. Like, give me a break. You want
Oh,
to take a
Shay, cut it
professor
out.
that speaks in public
Oh,
every
God.
day for her job, and you want to sit here and say, let's debate? I mean, okay, Lindsay. Like, it just
Oh, my God.
you
Oh,
better
my.
have topics. You better have a setup. You better have guidelines. All of that.
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're all they're doing is this. Here's the title: "Calling all beta left males come debate conservative lens if you have the the cojones."
The beta males?
That's what they say.
Oh,
All
oh, oh,
beta
oh.
left males.
Oh, that invite doesn't apply to Zeus at all. I'm
No,
so sorry.
no.
That's not what they say it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to.
Well, exactly. And that's your opinion about my friends on the left.
Ah,
Your opinion. Like, and it just doesn't make any sense. And
beta
so if
males.
nobody shows up, then they're gonna sit over there and see they have no cojones. They're
Well, it doesn't have
they're
anything to do with
weak.
cojones. It
Yeah.
does not. Okay, because my hammer, it oozes with truth. You know that.
Oh yeah.
And you would love to see it. I know you would.
Yeah.
Whatever, keep it playing.
But that's okay. It's not gonna change anyone's mind. Y'all can say what you want. I mean, it just doesn't get anywhere. Like, it just doesn't get anywhere.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Click, click. Yeah, he told me I was a beta male. Yes. Click, click, keep dreaming. Okay. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Click, click does dream about Zeus at night, every single night. You should see these messages he tells me. He said, Zeus, I just wanted you to know that I really, really love you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But why? Why you got to tell me this every day? He goes, well, I just dream about you. I want to be as handsome as you. This is what he tells me. And
Yeah.
I would say this, click, click. Don't be a photocopy. Be yourself.
Exactly.
Now we got to bring up another guest.
What? He assaulted me in the box. What is wrong with you?
Listen, ladies. I want Click to get 1,000 followers like Brother Anthony said, so that he can one day get in the box and explain to us where he came from and how he got there. Okay, I would love to see it. Shannon, good morning.
Good morning.
All right,
Hey, Shannon.
how are you doing,
Hello.
Brother Shannon? I've been waiting for you.
How many of my friends have guns? Honey, I have guns. People on the left have guns, just FYI.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Shannon. Sorry.
Yes. Now, Shannon, you and I spoke this weekend, right?
Yes.
And you have a testimony to deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Brother Shannon, is here. And he's about to testify. Wake up, Mega! We got a story! All right, Brother Shannon. So how is your morning going? Shannon! Good!
Did you just wake up, Shannon? Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Shannon and I go way back.
Yeah, I just woke up.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, we do. We go way back.
Yeah,
I love
we
it.
go way back.
All right.
Shannon was a big Trump supporter, and then
and that's why we want to talk to Shannon.
And then he went back to Trump for a little bit, and then come back to Biden. So,
you hear this, folks?
Story. Yeah.
So what we have here is a former Trump supporter that's brave enough to come into the kingdom and testify. Shannon, the floor is yours. Would you first answer the main question that people want to know? Why did you decide to turn your back on Donald Trump?
Because all the shit.
Yeah, wait.
Hold
on. Jack.
Sorry, Zeus.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's like, wait, which button is it?
Shannon, you're giving me all kinds of misfires over here. You know we keep it clean over here.
Sorry.
All right, and are you able to speak a little louder? I mean, I'm having a hard time hearing you, but I want your words to come out crystal clear. It's very important that they do. So the question was,
can you hear me now?
Why did you decide to turn your back on Donald J. Trump?
Because all the legal stuff, and I'm tired of when I hear him on TV, I can't stand him no more. I can't.
You can't? You hear that, folks? He says the legal stuff, and when he hears Donald Trump on TV, he can't stand him. Has it been hard for you since you've turned your back on Donald Trump?
Yes.
How?
I've been his biggest supporter for ever since he walked down the escalade.
And you bought his
Shay
clothes?
knows.
Did you buy his clothes?
I bought his clothes. I bought his flags. I've been to his rallies. I've been to everything.
He's done it all, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Shannon has done it all. He's been the biggest Trump supporter that ever was on TikTok. He's bigger than any other Trump supporter. And he turned away, folks. So, I know you're pressed for time this morning. You just woke up, and I know it's hard for you to get this out, Brother Shannon. So, the day that you decided to turn your back on Donald J. Trump, how would you describe that?
It was hard.
It was hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since I seen that insurrection on national TV.
Oh.
That would...
The insurrection he saw on national TV. It's so funny that you mentioned that because a lot of people think that that was a peaceful protest, a tourist visit.
Yeah. But it's hard, Shannon, when you've lived your world in a certain echo chamber, and then you start to realize when you start listening to a lot of people, and you realize, wait a minute, these people that are talking, I'm being told, are evil, and 3PDOs, and are not Christian, don't own guns, all the lies that are often told about people that didn't support Trump. And then when you start to get to know a lot of us, and I'm going to start kind of doing lives where we don't talk politics, where we literally just get to know each other on a personal level, so that we start to see the human side of each other. Because I think that's a lot of what happens in the misinformation systems is that they say, well, if you voted for Biden, then you're this, this, and that. If you voted for Trump, you're this, this, and that. And the fact that you've gotten to know a lot of us, Shannon, you started to kind of wake up and say, hold on, these people aren't what I'm being told they are. So maybe there's some other stuff I'm not being told or being told. And I think that's the path that you had to go down. And yeah, that's painful, man. It is.
It is painful.
Yeah. Because you still are going to have family and friends like I do, Shannon, that are still huge supporters of Trump. And we just we just don't discuss politics. And it's not easy. It just isn't.
So, with that being said, Brother Shannon, are you happy that you are no longer supporting Donald Trump, though, as personally? Are you happy now? Are you happy?
Yes.
You hear that?
Yes.
To the Trump supporters that are out there and you're feeling miserable and sad, listen to Brother Shannon. He's telling you, he's reporting live. He's feeling better now that he's cut himself off from this toxic, abusive relationship with Donald Trump.
Yep.
Thank you, Brother Shannon, for your testimony today.
Yeah, me, Shay, Shrubin, I forgot who else. We go way back.
Yeah.
And I would imagine you used to argue with some of these people.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
He
I won't lie. Yes, I did.
You used to argue with them?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I did.
He used to troll us in the comments. It was hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not
It's all good, Shannon.
We didn't stage this at all. We didn't coordinate this. This is Brother Shannon simply providing his testimony. How authentic is this? He admitted he bought Trump gear. He was dressed up. He was in the comment section yelling at people he thought were the enemy, the Democrats. And now, look at us, ladies and gentlemen. We are having civilized conversations. So I wanted to make sure I gave Brother Shannon the opportunity to tell his story so that other Trump supporters out there know there's light at the end of this tunnel. There is a path forward, but you gotta do the work. So with that being said, I got one last question, Brother Shannon, before I wrap this up. And it's this. What would you say is the first step any Trump supporter should take to end this abusive relationship with Donald Trump?
All I gotta say, I'm a testimony to it. It's gonna be hard to walk away, but walk away.
Hey!
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Shannon a round of applause.
Absolutely.
We're saving lives with these lives, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You just can't get any better
Hey,
than this.
Zeus.
Yes.
Zeus.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what make me walk away?
What's that?
When he did our vice president wrong.
When he did what?
Oh, when he did Mike Pence wrong, he said he did our vice president. Yeah.
When he did Vice President Mike Pence wrong,
Yeah.
That showed you who Trump really was, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should have woken up all of you in here that still think but the economy was better. I mean, you sit there. Mike Pence was his biggest supporter. He did so much to bring in the conservative, religious, Christian base for Donald Trump. It basically was the pick to validate him.
Mm-hmm.
And he did everything to defend him, keep the pace, do everything. And look what happened to him because he wasn't willing to go against the Constitution,
Mm.
you know? And
Mm-hmm.
and now he's a dog in so many of their eyes over there because he wasn't willing to overturn the election for their king. It's
Mm.
really, really sad, y'all. It's so sad.
It really
But
is.
you're okay with him doing that to him.
Mm-hmm.
Putting
Mm-hmm.
his life at risk, not trying to call it off, not anything. He didn't try to protect him at all.
You didn't. You didn't.
So,
Well, I'm gonna have to put a pin in it. All right.
yep.
Zeus has to run.
All
Uh,
right.
but I appreciate every single one of you for checking in this morning with Brother Zeus. Okay. Well, no, the God of Sky and Thunder, Triple H, I should say. I have to correct myself. God of Sky and Thunder, Triple H. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I did come in and I talked about a lot of things today, and we got a nice testimony as well. But I must run because there are other affairs I must tend to in
Yeah.
the kingdom. Shay, it was
Yeah.
nice. Brother Greg, it
Always.
was nice. Swerving, Nutty, all of you. And if I didn't get to you today, there's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay? Shannon, thank you so, so much.
All
Yes.
right.
Welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Have
Well,
a great day,
you
Triple
know
H.
what
We
time
love
it
you,
is.
man.
Yes, yes. You know what?
I
Thank
love it.
you for those
Jesus
Zeus
will
hands.
return. Amen.
All right, but before we go, we got to play our anthem by
Yes.
you know
Let's
who.
do it.
Who's always the most handsome in the kingdom?
I really am.
Put the blue hearts and the blue waves in the comments.
When I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm
Good
moving
job,
like
guys.
Zeus.
Love you all so much.
Cool till I pull up
See you on
like
the flip
Zeus.
side, everybody.
Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus. I make my
See
own
y'all.
rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm flyer than the eagle, ain't got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new. If you living like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind, I can't leave it up to you. I can't hang around with you, you fall in love too quick. You a high risk, mix all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the feds. When you playing with the gods and you playing with the dead. Time to let loose with the truth.
Yeah, grab your goose.
Hey little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, why you such a douche? I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. I'm catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
I like to act a fool when I'm
moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my moves.
with those blue waves in the comment section.
Cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus.
Yes.
I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm higher than me. You say you want it fast, well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment now. I gotta choose. If you play around with love,
Evan, cut it out.
I didn't have to give a rule, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool.
Don't be in the
Even though
pool.
I'm hot, people
Blue
telling me
waves
I'm cool.
coming.
I'm sitting on the throne while
Let's
you looking like a
go.
fool. Time to let loose with the truth. I'm here to grab your goose. Hey little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Hey, on the gods, why you such a douche? Try to be patient, but you act like a fuse. Catching all
Blue
these
wave
snakes
is coming
like a
again. Have a good day.
Ladies
You
love
just-
me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome,
That's why they call me Zeus.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you're cool till I feel like Zeus. Thunder stronger in the
Yes,
sky like you
I
look
am
like
good
Zeus. I
looking.
make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus.
Yeah, you know about me.
You know about me, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
wild and loose.
And I really
I'm the
do.
god of the skies, you know what I'm saying? I'm breaking down the roof with this heat. Now
Yeah.
lying on the beat, kicking hard like Bruce. All three on the beat. Cut across the shoot, ladies and gentlemen. I can see in the box and double like a kangaroo.
Don't get caught in the middle woods of your beat.
Dead like a
Lindsay, yes. Peace and love. RMC on the beat.
Yeah, you heard about me. I see.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
see.
have a great rest of your morning.
Yeah,
Stay safe.
it's me. It's Zeus.
Yes,
God of sky and thunder.
yes, I am.
Child ladies,
That's right.
my charm will win your pennies. If you stand up too close,
That's right.
I'll make you come on the bed.
And I gotta address this Laker Nation nonsense in my comment section. I know that a lot of my friends out there, my dear close friends, they support the Los Angeles Lakers, but we are Warrior fans here, okay? And I do believe, I really do, that the Warriors have what it takes to put LeBron James and his Lakers in their place. Now, I wanted to let you know the only reason LeBron won is because it was a rigged system. It was a rigged game. You know that he was going to win the day that his son announced he's going to go to USC. Come on, folks. The jig is up. You know it. Cut it out. Business as usual, though, for those Lakers. Klay Thompson and Steph Curry will be dropping bombs next game. Take care. I'm out of here. Later attacking. I'll get you next time. We are out of here. Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, come on, come on.